Hear me? All right. Geneva is ready. Wave your hand, Cyril. Do the swan. You don't know, eh? Hey, I can hear you. Do the swan. No, it's okay. Okay. Well, 1 minute to go. Okay, what we do is we do a kind of a voting. We prepared a Google formula, and you give a vote for each of your plays. So what you do is I will give you the URL after the presentation. 5 minutes presentation. I will play the gong if the 5 minutes are over, and then we switch back to the guys in Geneva. And after their 5 minutes, we come back to Zurich and bing bong, bing bong. So. Okay, the video, I will start again. So it's kind of an easy formula. You give your email address that we know that you give only one vote. And please be fair, no hacks. I know online voting on a hack day is very stupid, but we do it. But it's, you give the first, never mind, I used some whatever. This is my favorite number 1. Then you give the favorite number 2, and then the favorite number 3. Tack, and then send, and that's it. That's the vote. So everyone has a vote. One vote. All right. So, it's 2 o'clock. We are ready. Are the guys from Chalet VR ready as well? The Dawn?
Ici, il faut que Penny se prépare.
Ah, da kannst du schon.
Ja, da. Etwas drin sagen? Wow, awesome. Und jetzt haben wir... Okay, sorry. Hi, so we are team No Name, Swiss Chalet Experience, I guess. And maybe you remember us from yesterday. We were looking for all sorts of people. We only found developers, so it might not look as great as it could. Sorry. Ooh, that made. Ooh. Yes, so we played around with the Vive, we developed for it. It was quite interesting, challenging, and we're gonna see how it plays out in the demo. And I'd say we start with the demo, if you're ready. Okay. Can we see the screen? No, yes, awesome. Nice, we have sound, awesome, and picture in the 21st century. Finally. So, of course, it can be exaggerated a bit. But yes, welcome to Switzerland, everyone. Exactly. Nice. Sorry, the focus. Do you have it? Okay. You alright? You know, you do have hands. They're just a bit low. Yeah, we can see your hands, but you can't. Great. Okay, so yeah, this is obviously still a technology in development. You have Switzerland in your heart. You have your urige furniture and everything. You have obviously the background sound, which belongs to Switzerland. And if we are not throwing up at the moment... sorry. Okay, half time. It's a Windows program, so we're going to restart it. Sorry, are you from Microsoft? Okay. Do you see your hands? Yeah, okay. So camera guy crashed our system. We're so sorry, it worked upstairs. Maybe you should all join upstairs. But let's try again, hopefully this time. Okay, so he can see his hands finally, like a real human that he definitely is. So, what do we have here? A conspicuous radio. Sure, a radio. With a big ass switch.
SVP-Übervater Christoph Blocher, ist so eine Muslim-Band denn vertretbar?
Hey, sure, we have interactive radio-ish. We have some things to play around, like this very physically correct bowl of fruit that you can throw around. You can collect your apples and have them too. You can throw them out the window, or you can also go through the roof. Raise it, please. Thank you. What else do we have? A Rubik's Cube, which is not solvable, but looks nice. What else? What else? Can you throw it around a little bit? Wow. Amazing physics. What is that in the corner there, I wonder? There's a little sign, I can't read it. Can you? No, you can't read it, I don't have a microphone. So please don't press this button, alright? Oh, shit. What?
Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
What's this? Suddenly we're in space. I don't believe it. Ah, shit, now I forgot the soundtrack to 2001. I wanted to sing it, but never mind. Yeah, so, thank you. Thanks. Finally, one person. And almost ready, I think. Almost done. 50 seconds. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you for presenting it, Connie. You were a good human being. And thank you. Maybe we can work on it a bit more, but not today, I think. We're going to watch the other people now. Thank you.
Voilà. Donc, je reprends le micro. Ça, c'est pour vous.
Oh.
Ici à Genève, c'est l'équipe Miss Money Penny.
Hi everybody, we are the SQLI team and are pleased to be there with you for this Hackdays. So, today there is too much information. Most of the time this information are irrelevant to you. And because of that, you don't take time to consult them. To fix this situation, we'd like to introduce your idea, Miss Moneypenny. Okay, so Miss Moneypenny will give you the right information at the right place, the right time, by learning from your habits and preferences. And how does Moneypenny works? Okay. So Moneypenny is a radio mobile app which uses external API to get information, geolocation to push you located information, and deep learning framework to push you more and more personalized information. And now it is time for a little demonstration.
Hello everybody. I'm in charge of introducing to you our project. For the sake of the demo, there's a Google map in which you will see the request response sent from the mobile. And there's a main application which is a mobile Android application in which you will see 3 main entries. One to listen to the radio, one for displaying the history, and one in which the user can set his user center of interest. Here you can see that the user is interested by news, sport, and culture. So the main entry is, of course, the listening of radio. I'm going to play the first radio, which is the premier.
So now we are playing the radio, at least we are supposed to. And then, so because we did not move yet and we don't have any GPS coordinate, there is no information display on the bottom of the screen yet. So let's say that we move to the next point. So we are on a highway, and we got some information about the traffic. So you can see a title, description, or a quick description, and we can play and hear the information with the play button, and we can like or dislike the information. Let's play to the next point. Here we pass by the Geneva Stadium, and I got an information about the football game tomorrow. I'm supposed to be able to hear the, what does it say? To hear the information, which is supposed to pause the stream, play the audio information, and then go back to the stream, the audio stream. I like football, so I'm gonna like this information. I like football. And I will move to the next point. So now I pass by an ice rink and got information about ice skating. But I don't care about ice skating, so I would dislike it. And move to the next point. Now I'm in downtown. I got information about museum information event, and here we are. So now I'm going to go back. On my way back, I'm going to pass by the same point, which means the ice rink. Because I dislike the information, I don't get it again. And if I continue, I will finish to the Geneva Stadium and got the information that I liked before. Just because there is no new information, I got the latest one. But obviously, in the real life, I would get an updated information. So thank you for your attention.
No, it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, hello. Hi, people over here now. Back in here. Well, we're a team of 3. We came from the Netherlands. We work in the company called NGTI, and we built apps. We built mobile apps mostly for communication that often. So we decided to build an app for this. We called it TVtter, and it looks like that. Well, the thing. So basically, you get it, right? Let's say Twitter, TV. That kind of it's more or less what we do, what we're trying to do. So I'll try to tell a little story of why do we do this. So if you look at this picture, you see people looking at watching TV. They're super happy, smiling, excited. Something's cool happening. Something, we've seen a lot of these pictures, and this is how people in advertisement probably think that people watch TV, but it's more like this, really. It's, it's a dude, just like you're lying down, you're tired, you're alone in darkness. Well, not, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but sort of this is a more truthful experience. So, how do we make this guy feel what these people are feeling, right? What's missing? What can we offer? And we thought the answer is in communication. Well, we are social beings. We need to, belong. We need to express ourselves. So, if you think about like any show you've seen recently, there's a talent show or a football game. It's, it's a cool experience to watch with somebody else. But when you're alone, it's not that cool. But the thing is, you're not alone. There's a lot of these people on the couches, like laying down and watching TV. So if we give them TVtter and connect them together, they might, get a similar experience. So this is how it looks like. My boss said it's a little too dark, but she's back in Rotterdam, so hello. Well, we made it like there's 3 parts to it, right? So there's a part on top, which is the details, where you can see what's on, what are you watching right now, what's the, how many people are watching it with you, how many people are commenting on it. You can also like, dislike what this guy just showed. So liking, disliking is going to be a thing today, I assume. But yeah, so you can say, I like this show. Then you see the middle part, where you can see the channel logos. This is probably our favorite thing, and we annoyed somebody by switching them. This is where you can switch channels. And the cool thing that Twitter cannot have, or any other app right now, is that we can actually switch the channels on TV. So we got a list of all the channels in the correct order on the Swisscom TV, and we create a chat room for every channel where people can talk about what's happening. It's per program, per channel. Well, and the chatting part is the chatting part. This is where you talk about politics, who's wearing what, and what have you. So we'll do a quick demo, if possible. Okay, hope you like the music. All right, so this is the app. It's loading. It's getting all the content, gigantic images that we didn't have time to compress. You can see, we're getting the real information what's on TV right now. You can switch channels. I don't know if you can see it on TV, but channels are switching as you swipe left and right. So you can, you have all the channels you can pick from. You can comment on them. So let's say Claudio here really enjoys whatever is on TV, so he can say, hey guys, and Herman can answer. So the chat is fully functional. We use Firebase for it. Yeah, well, they can like or dislike. You see the counter subrating and all that. It's quite simplistic because, 2 days, but quite happy with it. So the voting is fully functional. You can vote for whatever thing. And the cool thing is, when you have information about how many people like something or dislike it, you can make some sort of rating and make it easier for people to pick what to watch. So if you browse channels, this one, yeah, there's a lot of people, talking about it, whether they like it or don't. So yeah, that's news is what it is. Yeah, so the demo is short. We have a minute maybe? Ooh, a half a minute. Well, as none of you probably managed to fit all of the things you wanted to fit into this thing, we decided to make a list of things we couldn't fit. And there's a lot of things we would like to try to, to communicate with TV. Every time you text, you can see some feedback on TV because this is what people do, I've noticed. You can have user profiles to store information about how users react. You can have some language processing to figure out what's the show about and then send it to, thank you.
Okay, the second group in Geneva is digest.io. Team come from Prague. Welcome.
Thank you. So hello, my name is Marian. I would like to introduce our work to you. Basically, our team is a company. We are a software development company based in Prague, Czech Republic. And thank you for organizing this whole thing. Really enjoyed it. And we would like to introduce you the problem we were working on since last 2 days. So, every one of us needs to stay informed, be it politics, sports, or weather, whatever, we need to know what's going on in the world. Which normally is not a problem because there are so many, apps that provide high-quality content. However, sometimes there is an issue that, for example, you have limited time, so you don't feel like browsing through all the news. You don't want to spend 30 minutes on news and weather, maybe sports. And sometimes you just can't use your phone or your mobile app because you're in the car, you're cooking. And stuff like that. So we've developed a very simple solution which aims to be the easiest and hands-free way to access tailored content from RTS, which is handpicked for you. Basically, of course, it can work with multiple data sources, so we don't have to limit to one thing. How it works? So you launch the app using your voice. We've built native apps for Android, iOS, and Amazon Echo. You just ask your question or whatever you are interested in, and that's it. We just provide the results. So, what's the technology behind, or how it works on the backend side? So, basically, the user inputs their query to the app. The app processes it through API AI, which is the engine for speech recognition. And then we just use Elasticsearch to find the relevant content we grabbed from all the APIs. So I think benefits are quite clear. As a consumer, you basically, we provide a hassle-free access to content that is relevant to you. And for content providers, we build more engagement between you and your user, even in the times when they wouldn't access your content. And we help you target broader audience. There are a few companies that are already working on this problem. You may know a few of them. However, we think that, or one thing that makes us really special, that I think that our technology can be used as white label. So if you don't want actually Apple or Google or Facebook consumer brand, you know, if you are a content owner, you can build this in your app, and you can basically provide very cool feature to your existing users. So you don't have to rely on Facebook for distributing your content. So basically, you can think of Digest.io as Siri for tailored content provided by RTS. I would like to show a few examples from real life, how we believe we can make the world better. For example, you're in a car, and you really want to make sure that you won Australian Open. So, you know, very easy. Or you're a busy man, and the weather is really important to you because, you know, sometimes the wind just makes unpleasant things with your hair. So you can easily ask what's the weather in Geneva, and you can get the full weather report. So that's it. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Anything about it? From the title you might know what it is. So I will start the workflow, and then I will go more in detail what is happening, but it takes about 2 minutes to run through. So the video file is uploading right now, and now the workflow is executed. The workflow itself is running in the cloud and was configured by Node-RED. So you can see here all the video magic happening in front, like extracting the audio out of the video, doing scene-based keyframe extraction, and then you have different medias you can use for different cognitive services like speech-to-text or face detection, OCR, visual recognition, so object detection. Okay. Then after that, we are using the extracted metadata by Alchemy to filter out keywords, etc. And at the end, also tie in with these keywords the APIs from SRG. And finally, the workflow, when it's running through, as said, it takes about 2 minutes. The workflow will create a web page based with the video, keyframes, as well as different metadata extracted. Okay, we are using for this IBM Arima as a workflow tool running in the cloud, as well as IBM Watson as a cognitive platform. Like I said, speech-to-text, visual recognition, and it's still running. I'm too fast with my presentation. So we have to wait a little bit. Like you can see, visual recognition is done. Okay, nearly everything is done. And now let's switch to the website. This is it. Can we see? Yeah. So it's a video from Mr. Trump. Okay. And here on the right side, you can see different metadata extracted, like speech to text, for example. We can jump directly in the video and play it back. So
relationship has never been stronger. Both America and Britain understand.
okay, you can use also the keyframes to jump through the video. We have used speech-to-text also by Alchemy to get keywords and the sentiment. Visual recognition is giving us what it might be to see on the video. Like here, he thinks it's a diplomat, or face recognition. And with these informations, we are going into SRG's APIs and are searching in the archives from RTS, for example, for a video based on Trump, because we have recognized him on the video and can use this directly from this page to go to the RTS archive at the end. Two things in addition. We are also doing a sentiment analysis on the speech-to-text, for example, where you can see the emotion and the language style and tendencies based on the speech. And finally, we are invoking also Wikipedia to create, it's quite big, a knowledge graph for Mr. Trump at the end, with different dependencies extracted from the video and, as said, from Wikipedia. Okay, so yeah, that's it, I would say.
Okay. Here's a team from Localsearch.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is François. I am in charge of Innovation Lab at Localsearch. We are based at TPFL in Lausanne and also in Zurich. We are here today with a team of 4, so I have 3 colleagues who are here today. Manuel and James, who worked on the development part of what we are going to present, and Elliot, who is a UX designer and now newly voice designer. He designs voice interface. So the goal of our project, which we called What's Up, it's a developer skill for Amazon Echo. So Amazon Echo is a cloud speaker that you will see right after in live. And a skill is an equivalent to an app. So the goal of the skill is to summarize my day, especially for those of you who have already such a device. And here in Switzerland, we have very few services. Most services are from American companies. The data we collect are weather, movie, and public transport from search.ch. And we have an during the 2 days, we also spend time to generate automatically a zapping from the last RTS info, le 19:30 and le 12:45. So we take the most viewed sequences of the 2 news information, and we aggregate them in a very short zapping. And now Elliot will make a demo.
So I hope it's going to be okay with the echo. Alexa, what's up?
Hello, Francois. It's always nice to hear you. Today is Friday, February 3rd. According to search.ch, the weather's fine in Geneva. It is mostly sunny with some clouds. The evening will be rainy. I guess you started your Hackdays presentation. Let's make it great, shall we?
Cool. What happened lately?
Here is the zapping of the news I compiled.
Accusation. Le tribunal militaire prononce un acquittement et 4 peines de jours amende avec sursis. On rejoint Cécile During sur place dans un instant. Le changement.
Notre pays, elle montre les magnifiques progrès de la médecine qui ont permis de mieux lutter contre les maladies cardiaques ou neurologiques des nouveau-nés par exemple. Elle montre aussi ce qui reste à
Donc le verdict dans le procès des 5 cadres de l'armée accusés d'avoir détourné du matériel militaire, ces hauts gradés, tous romans, sont libérés de la plupart des accusations.
Dans ce genre de soins vraiment, annoncer de telles nouvelles aux parents, c'est une des pires expériences.
Oui, bien sûr, pour les professionnels de la santé, c'est très stressant.
L'Érythrée pourrait peut-être se choisir un autre pays européen pour déposer une demande d'asile, un pays moins restrictif. À ce titre, il est d'ailleurs intéressant de
apporter aux parents victimes d'un événement aussi cruel. La mésaventure du vol suisse entre Zurich et Los Angeles, arrêt d'un réacteur en plein vol, déroutement.
Would you like to go deeper into the information? I can send you the videos in Messenger if you like.
I'd love that, thanks.
No problem, Francois. I sent them to you.
Do you have anything else for me?
The movie, La La Land, has recently been released in the theater. It's killing it. Would you like to know the programs? I can ask search.ch.
No, I think I'm fine.
Sure, no pressure.
One more thing. Is there anything up with the train network?
No, everything's fine. The 1812 train to Lausanne you are planning to take will be on time. You should leave the RTS tower at 17:45 to catch it.
Thank you.
I'm glad to hear it. Talk to you soon, Francois.
So that's it. The zapping was made really in live, and most of the information. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, welcome to our presentation. We are the team SRF Chatbot, and our idea was to build a chatbot for Slack to connect to the SRF portal. So why do we need a chatbot? Everything's already on the SRF website. So first of all, you are faster. If you're already in your chat, you can just access it from there. You don't need to crawl through the whole website. And third, it's just fun. So we try to build that. But first we hit some restrictions, both with embedding the SRF, the raw data streams, as well as displaying them in Slack. So to go around that, we built our own chat. And yeah, here it is. Here's our chat. Okay, so let's imagine the situation from last week. We were at work and suddenly we realized, oh, Roger Federer is playing the semifinals, so we need to turn on the TV immediately. So let's just do that. Let's play the live stream. Oh, that's great. Okay, it works. Okay, so unfortunately right now there's no tennis on TV, but yeah, we could maybe replay the final from last week. So let's enter that. Hey, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, that was a great match. So maybe we can find some more information. So let's just hit /info and some context-related information so shown from the SRF website. Hopefully. Okay, let's move on. Used to work. But yeah, maybe we want to see the ranking now. I remember from back in the days, I used to enter the teletext page 200 for sport information. So yeah, let's open teletext page 200. Okay, so let's find the tennis rankings. It's 3, 4, 5. So let's go to that page. Okay, so we see the ranking. Yeah, let's mute that. Okay, we see the ranking from the tennis. Yeah, maybe the women's ranking are on the next page. Let's hit the next page. Okay, perfect. So yeah, let's leave sports and let's talk politics. What's going on in the world? Yeah, Trump was a topic. So let's remember he was elected on January 20th, so maybe we could watch the Tagesschau from that date. So let's watch Tagesschau from January 20. Cool, yeah. That's the one, huh? Okay, so let's switch focus again from global politics maybe to some local topics. We are live in Geneva, so maybe we could see what's going on in Geneva. Let's watch something from Geneva, and oh yeah, bad luck for you guys. So yeah, let's quickly change the subject. So what else is on TV? Let's see what's currently live on TV. Let's check the program for the SRF website. Oh, I'm sorry. That was quite... Okay, so, well, that doesn't sound too interesting right now, so maybe we could listen to radio instead. Let's listen to SRF... Oh, wrong. Listen to Virus, maybe. Virus radio station. Ah, there it is. Okay. Was? Goed, dat is nou. Okay, maybe we can find some more information. We saw Roger Federer earlier, so maybe we can find some more infos about Roger Federer. Okay. Okay, and maybe some more information about him, maybe from Wikipedia. Just enter Wiki. Okay. It's a bit slow. Oh, there's a Wikipedia link. Okay, so now there we have all the APIs included in our wiki, in our chatbot. Thanks.
Now it's a Meteo Map project.
Okay, hello everyone. So we are a little team here of developer from RTS and another guy coming from the outside. The idea we had was to use the Meteo images coming from different webcams from all over Switzerland and outside of Switzerland from other countries. Yeah, you can show that here. It's coming, sorry. Maybe. Okay, so the idea was to build a web app, so you can basically search for a location, city, and then you would get to this page with a map and different webcams of the region. And then the idea also was to integrate some different data like feeds from Twitter, RSS feeds, or meteo weather forecasts. So that was the basic idea we had. And then we'll just show you where we got during these 2 days.
So hello, I'm Giuseppe. I'm also a developer on RTS. So what we've done, actually, we have this 3D map where you can see the different points with cameras on Switzerland, and then you can access them just by clicking, so the camera will zoom in, and then you'll get some picture of what's going on right now in this cam with the real tweet feed, which is fake right now, and the altitude where you're in, the location, the place where you're in, and whatnot. So this is pretty much what we wanted to do. Did I click this one? Yeah. So basically, we are able now to retrieve the images from the camera, and yeah, we find a lot of difficulties, but it was fun to work with all these frameworks. So yeah, that's it.
We go. Hello, we are 3 employees from Swisscom TV. We're presenting as team Make Navigation Great Again. Our aim was basically replacing the classical TV remote, as was one of the former teams presented it, the big guy on the fat sofa. And we wanted to integrate also one of these lovely Amazon devices with Swisscom TV, enabling us creating not a seamless integration of the remote control, but also giving the possibility to access easier to content. One of our latest Swisscom software releases had this as a topic. We specialized on people with problems and focused on accessibility. And thereon, we also wanted to play a little bit around with the topic of how can you present topic easier, being more in demand and more in the role of steering what you're going to watch. So we did the implementation in German, as most of the content from SRG is presented in German layers, and the text-to-speech capabilities of Amazon Echo were not so good mixing up German with English interpretation. So I'm going to present you our first remote control issue, which would be Echo. Sage Fernseher einschalten.
Erledigt.
And I hope. Thank you. Something else you could easily do would be Echo. Sage Fernseher, schalte auf RTL.
Gewechselt zu RTL.
And as easy, I'm more into sports, I would say Echo. Sage Fernseher, schalte auf Eurosport.
Gewechselt zu Eurosport.
Thereon, what is missing? It's not loud enough in here. So, Echo, sage Fernseher lauter 5 Schritte.
Lauter 5 Schritte.
So, that's basically what you can do with a remote control. Everybody can do that. We saw it with some apps before, channel switching, volume up, volume down, get more into content. I'm getting home. I want to get a little bit entertained. I not want to get bored, and I want to get some food. So, kitchen, food, living room. Then, Echo. Frage Fernseher, wie wird das Wetter?
Starte Wetter.
And we should see the last recorded issue of EmojiNews with the actual broadcast of the weather from tonight. What we're basically doing, we're passing all information we provided from SRG, recording the last episode, going to the last available information, and offer this to the cloud, to the device, and give us a choice. A choice, for example, in news. Echo. Frage Fernseher, was ist heute passiert?
Folgende Beiträge waren heute in den Nachrichten. Beitrag 1. Deutsche Kanzlerin zu Besuch in der Türkei. Beitrag 2. Treffen von Orban und Putin. Beitrag 3. Swiss-Maschine in Kanada
Echo,
notgelandet.
Spiele Beitrag 2.
Starte Beitrag. Treffen von Orban und Putin.
And I hope so you will get the recorded entry of section 2. Putin. Well, Echo. Sage Fernseher, Spiele Beitrag 3. Should be something about an airplane I heard before.
Beitrag. Swiss-Maschine in Kanada notgelandet.
So by providing the content more detailed than we as a broadcaster have it available, we can mix up this information and provide a better level of choice to our customers, and you can create more useful cases out of this. So after a long night, a lot of entertainment and a lot of choice, I'm kind of bored out. Our side, I'm gonna ask, Echo, Frage Fernseher, was läuft noch?
Willkommen.
So I did wait a little bit long. Was läuft noch?
Für heute ist es genug. Ab ins Bett mit dir.
So the machine is actually deciding I'm tired enough. But as you could see, these were some basic examples what you can do with more metadata, connecting several cloud services, and creating an intelligence behind which is more comfort for the user itself and gives us more choice of steering what we're going to watch. Thank you for your attention.
Next project is Melody.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So we're Team Melody, a team of 4 people. So it's a mixed team with people from Swisscom, from the Swisscom lab. Lorraine here. Guillermo, who's right here, but not with us this afternoon. Sébastien from the company Affinity, and myself from the RTS lab. So it's a mixed team. And we worked on an audio assistant, a virtual assistant, using the Google Home, enough of Alexa. So this is the other brand working on virtual assistant. So this is the Google Home. And to explain maybe the problem we had in mind. So imagine you're stuffing a turkey or anything else. It's a free world. You have dirty hands. And on the radio behind you, you have this playing. Maître Gims. And it's pretty bad. So here, voice recognition can really help. You can actually use your voice instead of your hands to interact with your radio, with content. So I'll do a short demo. So here I'll be using the simulator for the Google Home. That's easier. Let's see. Let me talk to Melody.
Sure, here's Melody.
Hello and welcome to Melody. I can play audio content from the SRG SSR on your Google Home.
Play comedy.
Alors bonjour Yann.
Ouais. Alors oui, je tenais avant tout à vous présenter mes excuses ce matin parce que bon bah je pense que ça se voit un peu sur ma gueule, hein, j'ai fait un peu tard hier soir.
So basically here I can ask for something humorous and have it so we retrieve it using the RTS API in this case, and we're playing something from Couleur 3. So that's a bit the idea. If I have still a little bit of time, so a word on technology. So here we used API.ai as a dialogue engine for sake of simplicity, and we're using a set of APIs from RTS. We also worked on an open source solution called Raza, and that would be, for example, like something we would do after these hack days, is to actually. Yeah, it's really the idea, especially for public service, is to replace services that are, that are owned by big companies like Facebook or Google. Maybe replace it with something open source that we can have, that we can use and optimize locally. So Raza is an open source project that's quite interesting for natural language understanding. And I think that's it. Thank you.
So we're 4, Marcus, Mark. Oh. Can you hear me now? Perfect. So we were a team of 4, Martis, Marcus, David and I. And we focused on the future of media usage. And we asked, what do we think is going to happen in the future of TV? And we think there are 2 things that are of great importance. One is that media usage is going to be much more fragmented than it used to be up to now. So you're not going to consume a big slice of TV content, but instead you're going to pick the highlights that you're interested in, like small pieces of sushi. And the other thing is that with people becoming more and more mobile, watching TV on the train, for example, the viewing experience will be much more lonely at times. And we wondered, what can we do to solve those problems? And the solution for this is the TV Butler, which we would like to demonstrate to you now. And the TV Butler has two main functionalities. So on the left-hand side, you can see the sushi picking, and on the right-hand side, we'll solve the social problem of TV. And I'll dive right in and explain to you what you'll see in a second. So I have here the Tennis Australian Open final. If I click on Play Highlights, you should, on the TV on the left, the first highlight should start playing. So this is where Roger lost the first game. And you'll see that as soon as he has lost that point, the next highlight will start to play. Now, where do those highlights come from? They come from the internet, so we scraped sports live tickers and created a set of data points where we have the timestamp and each event that is happening. And we link this to the smart TV. And this makes it possible for you to control your TV using this second screen application. You can, of course, watch all the highlights in a row, as is happening now. Or if you're interested in hockey, you can just pick a specific event. So this is the first goal of the game. We didn't stop there, though. We felt that there is so much data that could be used to enhance the viewing experience that we also analyzed a talk show, in that case Arena from last week. And we created a word cloud based on the subtitles that were provided for that show. And as you see, not surprisingly, companies, so Firmen is the most used word. But you can also see here that, for instance, might be a bit small, that Anita Fetz was mentioned more often than Willy Mauro. And I hope you can hear it. We showed you, or we chose to show you where Willy Mauro gets mentioned. So you can also click on that. And I guess there isn't any sound. But here you would always hear people say Willy Mauro whenever his name is mentioned, so you could also play this as a one long playlist. And the other feature is that if you imagine my friend Marcus is in Bern watching TV, and I'm in Zurich, and I would like to connect to him, I can click on the follow button, which effectively links our two TV boxes together. And now if I change the channel here, you'll see that the other TV will follow him. Does it do it? So I'm Marcus now, and I'm just switching around a bit, and I'm always watching the same content as he does. And the TV Butler is effectively connecting us over the shared TV content that we are watching. And we believe that by taking existing TV programs and solutions and augmenting them with data that is freely available, we can create a more social and also more enjoyable TV experience. Thank you very much.
Let's go for InstaPoll project.
Yes, okay. The microphone is okay. Okay, my name is Xavier, and I work with Axel to this small project, and we work in RTS to the multimedia team. Oh, thank you, Cyril. And the project is very simple. The idea at the origin it was to provide a participative survey for everybody. We want to submit a survey, and the idea is it's the instant survey, and we can provide a simple tool through Twitter to submit a poll every 10 minutes. And it's very simple steps to do that. Like, let me show you my phone. The first step is, can you take my microphone? The first step is simply to ask what kind of survey I want. With a special account for the RTS InstaPoll, and the question is, who the next champion, tennis champion? Wawrinka. Wawrinka, Federer. Oh, great. Stan is perfect. Stan, Wawrinka, Roger, et Timea. Not the same category. I submit this, and we have built a display on the projector, and you can see on the building. Maybe if you can turn the camera on the. In a few seconds, we have the survey right display. Let me check if I can see it. Not again. Let the system do the job. I think it's coming. I can sing something maybe. Yeah? It's okay? Yeah. Okay, now we have the building and you have the survey with the display like this, and we can vote now to simply send another Twitter like this. I vote for Roger. Like this, Roger, and in a few seconds my vote is count on the survey. It was a very simple application done on Node.js and MongoDB, and we use the API from Twitter. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We're the first team from Swiss Text. Swiss Text is a subdivision of the SRG. We're the former Swiss Teletext company, but these days we specialize in media, cloud, and accessibility. Teletext is obviously not so popular anymore, but it's still being used. We operate our own cloud, our own CDN, and since about middle of last year, we also have our own Kubernetes cluster. And the first project we started developing on that cluster was something we call the Media Hub. It's basically a platform where people can store and edit and do other things with video content. My colleagues are explaining more about that later. We came here basically without a concrete idea, but during the pitch, in the beginning, we had those guys from IBM presenting their API, and we had the idea that we could add a feature that would do text transcription, automatic text transcription inside the Media Hub. Yeah, I'm handing over the microphone to my colleague here.
Okay. Unfortunately, we can't show you the whole workflow because it takes more than 5 minutes to create the subtitles from a video file. So jumping over right to the result, we use this video file, Tears of Steel, and I'm going to play it, and I'm going to activate the subtitle. I hope there's some audio as well. So this video file was from this video file we removed the audio and we sent it to the IBM API, and we converted the result to a subtitle file, and this subtitle is now playing together with the video, and we were quite surprised how well it works. We did that in a workflow engine in our system. We're going to show you the workflow in a minute. Just want to let it play a little bit, because the results are quite good.
Just tell them to make it louder.
Okay. I'm going to stop it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So das ist
Yeah, so we basically, the biggest task was to include the Watson API and the engine into our system that we have. And because we're using a workflow engine, we build a workflow for it, which, as my colleague already explained, is like taking the video file, extracting the audio, sending it to Watson. It had to be in the right format to get good results. And then you get a JSON back with like the subtitles, and then you furthermore need to segment it to create a real subtitle file so it can be played in a player. We also converted it from SRT to VTT, so it is conformed to the HTML5. And yeah, we have a few ideas for the future. So one big idea is to move further and also do automatic translation for the videos in multiple languages, what have you, many languages, adding subtitle editing also, and maybe, I don't know, some machine learning stuff. Let's see. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, now it's a real virtual camera project in Geneva.
Okay, so I'll take just a minute to present myself. C'est bon? It's working? No. Okay, so I'm Alexander Poltrak from project doxel.org. And in our team we had Jeremy from 4 a.m. yesterday. And Luc Deschenaux is my co-worker and developer, and he's working remotely on the project. So yesterday I shown this small video to present the idea. So we have a few, maybe even hundreds of cameras around the studio, a few cameras inside the table, and we are able to create a virtual camera freely moving in this 3D environment. So this was the idea. Now we have this web portal we made with 3D objects, so it's a point cloud, that's why it's looking a bit special. It's not meshed, so you have some holes in it, but it's a 3D model, so you can freely move inside the 3D model, or you can switch onto the frames. So those frames, it can be digitized in one single shot with multiple cameras, or as in this case, in burst mode with one single photo camera. In this case, it was a smartphone photo camera. So if I go through the images, we can see the digitizing. Oops, sorry. I told through the images. We can see the digitizing path. So now I'm moving exactly as the photo were taken from the camera. You can see it here. Okay, this is the point from where the photo was taken. So this is what we begin with, and now we have this slightly modified interface where I already put some waypoint, but I will show how to add them. So we just cleared everything and added few viewpoints manually. And these viewpoints are 3D generated. The camera never went into this place and never made this photo. And now we can create a video animated from these different camera positions. So the camera positions are virtual, and the camera itself is virtual. and we can freely animate it. So this is the first thing we can do with such virtual camera. We didn't have time to include this code in our demo, but we find some already working code to make dynamic depth of field. I don't know if you can see it here, but some are sharp and some are out of depth of field. And we can integrate this simple GLSL OpenGL filter, basically, into our web software to make the camera having a synthesized depth of field. So this is it for the demo, and it's an open source project, and we are continuing to develop in this, and we will at some point include it into the online version, which is doxel.org. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. We are Silvio and Maximilian. He's working for the Swisscom. I'm running a software company for app applications for radio and TV stations in Germany. And our project is Morgen Radio. It's a sound-driven personal radio. And yeah, our idea was to use existing Swisscom radio and SRF radio content and build a box. And because we have a TV box or whatever box, but there's no radio box. And our product should be a personal assistant that plays your personal radio or latest news, sports, music in a curated stream. We thought about the how a box should look like, because it's I think it's nowadays it's a design thing. So we come up with this design. Okay, it's stolen, but you see, it should be nicer than a black box like this you have in your room. And but we have a problem with this kind of technology, because it's sound driven. You have to pull the content. You have to ask Alexa, give me something. So we think, or our idea was to say, please, we want a box that's so intelligent that runs by sound recognition. So we thought there was an idea that when you start the morning, open the bathroom, switch on the light, we built an Android app that has a light detector that plays an MP3. That MP3 starts Alexa to start a radio stream. That was our sensor detection app. What is quite a hack, but that is what about? We made a video that shows it. So he's not an actor. Okay. It's what's a cut, but it's really working with SRG Hackdays as an syntax. And yeah, it could be easier, but I know that was about we have a goal, and we try to achieve it with some kind of hacking. And yeah, next step is that we ask some kind of curated streams to play after the starts with sports, news, music, or whatever. And yeah, perhaps we do this next year. Thank you.
And now it's an AudioVIZ project.
Doesn't work yet. Press somewhere. Now it works. Hi, my name is Mathieu. I work together with Verena. We are from Bern, from the company called Swiss Media Partners. What we worked on this hack day was what we're going to show here. So it's not a finished application, but it's some kind of middleware layer that could be used by the radio stations to do something interesting. And I'll just show that it's live. And I have to reboot it because Node doesn't like changing stuff. So we have a freaking fast generator of images. And the goal of that is to make this kind of a little bit dynamic and automated. and I'll show some more example, is that on a radio station, when you just see this on your mobile phone, we could actually enhance that by some pictures. And we used the SRG APIs to get some news information, to get some titles they're playing. So, for example, we generate automatically this image based on the news that comes from Swiss Info. This is another example that should load quickly. And while it's loading and generating those images, I can show a few different ones. If you have music playing on Couleur 3, we get the cover picture automatically. So there's no database inside. It's just using different kinds of APIs out on the web to get pictures, to get more information from artists, like this here, or this here, another image from the artist. And yeah, that's about it.
So schnell gegangen?
Ja.
Leck.
Mikro. 3, 2, 1, go. Hello everybody. Kannst du geschwind wechseln? You know this picture from an earlier presentation. That's how classical TV interactivity looks like. And we heard a lot about new products, how interactivity could be if you consume it by internet, grabbing different content. We have another approach to this. We would like to replace zapping and make TV really interactive. And so we switch to quite a very small demonstration by my friend Marcel. This is a stream which is prepared with events. Just wait a second. Which runs in our own player, which can interpret these events which are coming in the stream and produces some content in the stream which evolves into a user reaction. So you can start the film. This is content produced by us. Usually you want to participate with that, and now you can. We stop the stream here. You can make your selection, and this selection is sent to the server. So in the TV station, everyone in the redaction can see how many people out in the field are choosing this Ausgehmeile, and they see apparently you have got other choices. You can put commercials, and people can say if they want it or if they don't want it. And afterwards, the stream continues. Yes, please, could you stop? Yeah. Okay, usually I don't look to game shows because they have awful sound clips. Now with our app, with our extension, you can produce user customizable sound clips, and we have prepared some of them. This is for the rock guys. And now we go back. Marcel will switch the user on the system. This was more my kind of music. Maybe you could go... Okay. So we prepared 3. These were all of them. Maybe we've got, if you have some time left, we could, okay. Then you could switch, please, again. Okay, in short, the benefits for the, what we can do is we can embed events in the video stream which are interpreted in real time. We can produce pop-ups, we can interrupt the stream with questions, for example. We can make audio or video picture overlays. For example, if you want to have a nice studio or a border around the image or so. This is customizable by the user. And we've got an information area, as you saw at the beginning, where we can show links, likes, additional information for content. And the benefits for the user, he gets involved, engaged with the TV show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now the project is Take It Easy from RSI.
Hello. Hello. My name is Massimiliano. I work with the team from RSI, so Swiss Italian Radio Television. We develop an app in this time, and the idea is take it easy. One of the most important things in our life is our time. So why we have to waste our time? In this case, with our app, we decide to offer to the user a simple way to define how much time I have now in this moment to spend to get information from news, from sport, from culture, from whatever I need. And only simply choosing this kind of, sorry, there's a problem. Sorry. Sorry. Now we try to show you the app. The app is in the device. So simply, the user has the ability to choose how much time he have, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or half an hour. And then with this time, he can also choose which kind of category of topics he would like to be informed in. So news, sport, culture, entertainment. With our algorithm that we develop, the app is able to look and search inside our content. In this case, we use the RSI content, but we can also connect using the API that we use, RTS content, SRF content, whatever we want. And then looking inside the content, the system, the app is able to give to the user the exact content that he can consume in the time available. So if the user says, I have 5 minutes, the system is able to propose different kind of proposal and with video, audio, text. Considering that for the text, the system is able to calculate how many time, basing on the reading speed of the user that he can set in the settings, how many time is needed to read the article. So if you have 5 minutes, we give you content for your 5 minutes. This is very important because user has a lot of content that he can see, watch, and read, but he doesn't have any time to do all. So to read all our content, we, like SRG, we are a great content producer. We produce a lot of content, and the user is not able to see, to watch, and to read all the content that we have. So this is our app. So just to show you that it's work, I can set how many time I have. In this case, I can set 5 minutes, like the presentation. I can choose my topic, my categories, like add-on news, and I can see, I can check also if I'm interested in video, audio, article, all or only audio, video, and article. And then I click on go. It's a demo effect. Sorry. No. This one, okay. I click on go. The system with algorithm is looking and searching in our content and then offer to the user the proposal. So in this case, we have a video and with a duration. So yes, voila. I can use also in the mobile device. I can choose sliding with different proposals that the system is able to collect and offer to the user. Then I can go also into the detail. So I click and I can watch the video. This content is we are getting this content using the API of SRG API. And then we can also watch, listen, and read article. Then we are not, if this is not enough for the user, the most interesting thing is the fact that the user, he don't have to understand in advance what we would like to see. So the only things that he has to choose is time and in which kind of topic he would like to see. And at the end, we put also an all-in-one editorial choice that is a video that the redaction produce every day just to summarize the news of the day. Thank you and sorry for the inconvenience of the help.
Yeah, hi everyone and welcome to Project Chapeau. So we are all part of the interaction design team from SRF. Doesn't do, yeah, okay. So, we asked ourselves how we could explore some alternative way to access our design style guide via a chatbot. Right now it looks like this. It's a Confluence page, so it's really static. And because different people, oh yeah, that's the structure of it, just of the online part. So it's really deep and really wide. And because different people would like to access it, they also have different needs. They want to see different information. And so we need a more flexible way to access it. For today, we just focused on our use case, on the interaction design use case. And we just wrote down several use cases we could use it for and focused then on some few of them. And we use Slack for it, and tomorrow we'll tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah, when we started out and told people we want to do a Slack bot, everybody was like, well, it's super easy. We found it to be a bit more complicated. We dumbed it down a little for you, so it's just Slack, and the bot is called WhoBot. We started out and had some difficulties. We started Googling, and Google still said it's super easy. And then we were kind of stuck. We got some help from our CMS developers. Turned out to be more tricky than they thought. But now we got something that works. And I think we'll show you a bit of it.
Let's go to the demo. So first go to Slack. And so this is already the channel open with Chapeau. And first thing would be to say hi, I'd say. And if you scroll down, did he reply already? Not yet. Try again.
Maybe he's sleeping.
So he has some silence going on here. Nothing. Try to restart it maybe shortly. So what he would say is hi as well. Tell us why his name is Chapeau. And reveal that secret. If you say chatbot in a really sexy French voice, it is actually Chapeau. Well, it doesn't seem to work at all.
He's offline, he quit, I guess.
Well, that sucks. That kind of makes us...
Yeah.
Shall I...
Just explain how it would work.
Shall we simply explain it? Okay. Not so much fun. So what we basically did is created different tags that would allow you to, for example, download global design toolkits to start off with your designs. You can also download your fonts, and of course the chatbot would sort of lead you through that process of first downloading the templates, then give you the fonts and tell you, make sure you have the right fonts. But also it would allow you to go a bit deeper and, for example, let you download a key visual for a very specific program at SRF for a specific play button or this and that. And we also added some functionality that would allow you, for example, to add 2 different hex codes, color codes, and it would do a calculation for you and analyze if those colors are well fitted for contrast. So there would be also some functionality.
Lots of cool stuff.
Lots of cool stuff, yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of sad.
That's it?
That's
Sorry.
it. All right.
And now the project, le journal de Turfu.
De Turfu. Hello. We are not dev guys. We just made a video and called Le Journal du Turfu. Turfu is a play on words of future in French. So our content is a cocktail with two main ingredients. On one part is the journalism, the hard news, the fact-checking. On the other one is the storytelling on the social media like Snapchats, Instagram, but also the gamification. So we built a kind of remix of the daily report, and you'll see it's kind of infotainment, newsy with real news and also with funny stuff. That's it. Maybe it stands for itself. No sound. Est-ce que Ludo m'entend? Ça va la caméra? Sound, please. Technical guy.
Mesdames, Messieurs, bonsoir. Voici le coup de théâtre.
Alternative facts.
Donald Trump est encore en vol quand arrive ce nouveau message de Mexico. Le président Enrique Peña Nieto annule sa visite prévue mardi prochain à Washington. 13h20, le président américain à Philadelphie devant les parlementaires républicains. Il donne sa version.
Le président du Mexique et moi-même sommes tombés d'accord pour annuler notre rencontre prévue la semaine prochaine.
Après les accusations d'emploi fictif pour son épouse, voilà François Fillon accusé aujourd'hui par Mediapart d'avoir détourné des fonds publics du Sénat. Un nouveau coup dur pour celui qui s'est toujours drapé dans la posture de parangon de la morale et de la vertu.
Ceux qui briguent la confiance des Français doivent en être dignes.
L'affrontement dans le genre Qu'est-ce à toi montre le degré d'adrénaline d'un match où Stan Wawrinka a été largement victorieux. Fred Scola.
Avec un Tsonga, franchement, qui n'est pas au mieux. Hein. 500 guirlandes fermes entre Georeferenzierte Tsonga et Stan Wawrinka.
Nos collègues de la RTS Radio vous le révélaient hier soir, la conseillère nationale Céline Maudru est condamnée à une peine pécuniaire de 9 000 francs ainsi qu'à 100 jours amende avec sursis. L'élu UDC genevoise a été reconnu coupable d'empêchement d'accomplir un acte officiel et conduite en état d'ébriété avec un taux d'alcool qualifié. Selon l'ordonnance pénale, l'éthylomètre a révélé un taux d'1,9 pour 1000 d'alcool dans le sang. Dans un instant, la météo de Philippe Jeanneret. Très bel après-midi à toutes et à tous. À demain, 12h45.
Suivez l'information en continu sur RTS.
On va essayer d'enlever tous les plis.
Touc.
That's it.
Hello, we are Urs Spill and Andreas Völmin from SRG in Bern. We would like to show you what we did the last 2 days. We came here and we analyzed a bit the APIs which were available from SRF, and the idea was to try to fetch multimedia information via geographical location. As we have seen, the geographical information is not part of the metadata of the multimedia content. So it would be nice to have this possibility if you want to provide information or multimedia content for a mobile device, such as a mobile phone or a public display in a mobile bus or train, something like this. Or if you want to have information for a holiday destination, for example. Or maybe this could also be used to extend the possibilities for search functions if we include the location of the client which is searching something. The problem is, as I said, the multimedia data is not georeferenced as far as we know, or at least it's not available through the API. But the search via metadata and location names does work, but returns only exact matches. So if we look for Lenzerheide, for example, we will get content which is tagged or which has in its metadata Lenzerheide, but nothing from Valbella or Parpan, for example. So our approach was try to select the geolocation on Google Maps, query a local database for places close to this given location. We did that with a MongoDB with a spatial index. Weight matching places based on their population number, because we wanted to suppress the close small villages which probably don't have content anyway. Query the SRG multimedia archive for assets with the found place names. On the map, create markers for every matching place, with available assets, and in a pop-up show these assets to be played. And we'll see how this works in a graphic. Top left, you see a map where you can place a point and the radius. Within this radius, we look in the database for corresponding nearby locations. We place markers on the map with these locations and try to search in the SRG database for content with these place names in their metadata, and then provide a pop-up for these markers.
Okay, let's have a short demo. As we talked earlier, we take the sample of Lenzerheide. I like to see all content for Lenzerheide nearby 5 kilometers, query the assets and show the points. So I see the blue points, which SRG has multimedia content. And for Lenzerheide, I see all the stuff arranged, and I can have a look. maybe on some video. And so I can have my content. And if I think, okay, I like to see a little bit more about this region, I increase the region, query assets again. It's all manually to do to test. And I see also some small countries, small villages, where maybe have only some culture asset about the church there. They have a special event there. Okay? And there is a lot to do. You can also add additional keywords to search this and reduce the results and so on. But the basic for us was to add the geolocation for the asset of the SRG. Thank you.
And now the project RTS Le Jeu.
Okay, hello everyone. We are the RTS Le Jeu team, and today we're going to present you our amazing application. So first, let me introduce my team. So here we have Lydie, the head of design. We have Sebastian, the head of content. We have Pierre-Yves, the head of sounds. We have Samuel, the head of game design. And myself, the head of myself. And it's quite a hard job, okay. Right now, if you want to try the game during the presentation or after, you can. The game is already available on the tiny URL. So the address is tinyurl.com/RTS Le Jeu. Guys, let's start. Okay, so first, let's start a new game. Okay, so what is the concept? We're going to propose you on each question a particular answer. You have to decide if this is the good or the wrong answer. And you have you have a little app because we propose you a media related to the question. So with this media, you can decide if it's the wrong or the right answer. So let's go. Yeah, right. You gonna play with 10 questions, and the rules are those. You're gonna get 1 point if you answer right, and you're gonna lose 2 points if your answer is wrong. That's rude, but it's the rules of our game of design, and you don't want to mess with it. It's very a bad guy. So yeah, we don't have the sound here. It's very bad because you can have the sound of the video and the audios. But we have videos from new content, but also from very old content, because some of the questions we have come directly from the RTS Le Jeu game, who was developed this, I think it was last summer. Oh, okay. Oh, guys, what happened? Okay, so this is our game, but we are not very, very strong. So, okay. Okay, let's make another party. Lydie, maybe you want to play with Pierre. Okay, maybe this time you're going to be better. No, okay, we can't hear nothing. Sorry. So, who's going to win? Ooh. Pierre leads for now. Oh, yeah, Lydie. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think Pierre-Yves is gonna win because Lydie made a very bad score, unfortunately. Let's go, Pierre-Yves. Yeah, congratulations. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to introduce you to our project LobbyLayer. We're a team of 3 people, Angelo, my humble self, Timo, and the award-winning Thomas Preusse. And we joined him to do something with LobbyWatch data. So LobbyWatch collects all the vested interests of Swiss parliamentarians. Vested interests in German, it's Interessenbindungen for the French guys. Sorry, French Swiss, French Francophone guys, it's lien d'intérêt. And we thought we want to make this information more transparent to readers of any news site. For example, srf.ch. So on this site, you see an article about health insurance companies, and there's Ruth Humbel, for example, and she argues against a unified one health insurance company in Switzerland. And when you scroll down and have our Chrome extension enabled, it's a Chrome extension, I forgot to say, you see the vested interests of each and every member of parliament that is mentioned in this article. And for example, with Ruth Humbel, we see that she herself is member of the board of 3 different health insurance companies. And we implemented this for srf.ch, but also fail. Oh no, browser crash, emergency plan. Is the plugin in it? Oh, unsupported. Yes, Murphy's Law. So we also implemented it for RTS-CH, and we can easily port it to other news sites, nzz.ch, Watson, you name it. And so far, it's a Chrome extension. It's not yet in the Chrome store, but we will maybe port it to Firefox, and then you can all use it. And it's really easy. He just demonstrated it. And yes, oh yeah, so this is on RTS. And if you want to download it and try it out, there's already a website. It's really easy. It's lobbylayer.ch. And there everything is explained, and you can download the plugin and try it out yourself. And now some words from Thomas to LobbyWatch. About LobbyWatch.
Thank you, Timo. So first up, the API layer of the extension is running on Swisscom Developer Cloud, which is pretty nice. Maybe that could be a permanent sponsoring for LobbyWatch. Just saying, but really nice to have a free hosting. So it's a Node.js application with a GraphQL endpoint, which is also super nice. Should check that out. What is important to understand, LobbyWatch is a non-profit association that researches this data for many years, especially maybe a call out to the leadership team, Otto Hostetler, Thomas Angeli, and Silke Grunwald, who make that happen by researching many years about all our parliamentarians, and a great team of additional journalists supporting them with this. We also have put it up on GitHub. It's an open source repository, so you can see all the code, or change it, make it better, help us fix bugs, raise issues that you see. The other important thing is LobbyWatch is doing a crowdfunding currently for a new modern website that is mobile friendly and that focuses on data visualization. So maybe that would be a great thing to support. You can find it on wemakeit.ch or .com actually. And that's all I have for you. Thank you very much.
Vote for us.
Thank you. Now we have a very young team. Please applause SmartRadio team. Please applause to be...
Hello. So we are students from L'École des Arts à Lausanne, and we have worked these last 20 hours on a little web apps. We called it SmartRadio. It's built around a radio which shows color chart for it. And the main idea behind it is to display information and recommendation linked with the current song played on the radio. So we will show you an example, but we just need to say that we have worked with MX3 AP, and so we have only Swiss artist data. It's why it's a pre-recorded demo, and so we're sorry about that. And we were planning to add an international API, but we didn't get time for it. So this is our site. We display information about the title of the song playing, the cover, the YouTube clip that we get by the YouTube API, the description, and the description that comes from MX3 API, and the recommendation at the bottom of the page are the top title and artists in the same theme of the current song. When you click on one, you get to the MX3 page about the song and or the artist, depending on what. So you can get more information. And it's all we get to do in the time. And so for it, we use the MX3 API and the YouTube. We were planning to use Deezer for international information or artists, but as I said, we didn't get to it. And thanks for listening to us, and thanks for inviting us.
Maybe take this one out. Hello, everyone. I'm Greta, and together with Gerard and Christoph, we thought about in the studies like a real condition and situation in which you watch TV, which actually is that when you come back home and you're like a bit tired, annoyed about your day, maybe a bit moody. And so we thought about designing Conditional Box, which is, I wanted to promote it as an empowerment tool that allows you to watch TV through a sort of sentimental analysis. So you have 3 categories, and then we thought about, we had 2 concepts, initial concepts, so you come back home a bit moody, and then you maybe want to go for more positive content, and so skip the one which is not on your interest. So the first concept was about skipping or stepping or speeding up the content is not on your interest. And the second concept is actually the one in which we put a layer of fun on top. That's actually the one that we implemented, and I'm going to show you the demo quickly. Hola. Let's see if this works. No. Yeah, right. So, hola. Second. Yes, I have it here. No. What? Suck. Technical problems. My bad. So, there we go. Yeah, just scroll it to the... Yes.
All right, just go on.
So basically in the demo, I think, yeah. So Conditional Box basically read the subtitles of your the video content and applies facial recognition on top and visualizing accordingly to what you want or don't want to see. Let's see. So basically, we came back home moody, and then the idea is that you apply a sort of layer of fun on top of it, so you can avoid all the annoying content that you don't want to see. Yeah, and so that's, sorry, that's really hard. Since myself I'm a designer, actually I'm gonna show you how we actually envision the tool. So it's a sort of, you have a timeline which is already giving you positive, neutral, or negative sentiment, and then you go for it, and it gives you like a sort of power on top of like really quite this media consumption. So for instance, if there's a negative news about Usain Bolt, which, yeah, current affairs, and then maybe you want to have a layer of fun, or put your own favorite politician on top, or maybe some relaxing content. We are going to maybe grab all the material together in this URL. So if you want to have more information or suggestion or just talk about it, visit the website and contact us. Thank you. It was too fast.
Okay. Thank you, Dominic. My name is Christian. I'm the head of archives at SRF, and this is my team, Samuel, Renato, and Martin. And initially, yesterday, I pitched a personal biography tool with the archives. Well, we had a long discussion about it, and I hope you are now on it. Do we have the sound? And the thing is, SRF archives and all the SRG archives are going to be opened up for the public. And we try to enhance it a bit and to give an add-on. Okay, now it starts, and let's see what the result is. Well, I should say, fellow hackers and friends of the world, we're going to make SRF archives great again. No, I just stop kidding now. This is what we came up with. It's, first of all, it's a search engine, and you see it very easily. You can access archives via date, via topic, via event, or via a person. And it works with some gimmicks. If you have a mouse over the videos, it starts a bit. And of course, you can go to the search bar, and we decided to search for the ski world championships, and then you get a result. Of course, you get old videos. They are selected by a certain algorithm. That's easy search engine. And then we go a bit down, and oops, we saw and fit with Jack. Remember, we had it yesterday introducing the whole Hackdays, and he jumps there, Jack. And so, okay, let's go and see what he's doing. And then another technology should come in and will come in, the IBM thing. We had a good talk with the colleagues here, because as the video is going on, moving on, the engine behind selects the metadata and gets also from the internet other additional content, like here from Wikipedia about fitness. And then you see it gives also content from the archives, moving on, getting more metadata in it, getting more metadata also from the internet. And of course, you can go there and see some details. So we're gonna include that. Okay, that's searching. And we thought about we should give a bit more fun to the archives to make it more attractive. And so we came up with, we called it alternative facts, of course, in these days. And this is connected, so it's about fitness, it's about bending your knees. So the engine will look in 813 times you have to bend your knees in order to burn as much calories eating a Big Mac. And other fun facts will be given to the videos. And because we are public service, we also are serious. So this is the feature that the video from Fit for Jack was from 18 February 76. So we have all the Tagesschau, the news bulletins in the archives, and we will provide there the news bulletin as well as further information. So this is the first sketch, and I have more ideas. We have more ideas to enlarge this thing, and also a little biography tool maybe, and all the other things. And I'm sure you will see it sooner or later, hopefully sooner, on screen, online, because there's a certain reason for that. Thank you.
We're the team from Swiss Text, and in collaboration with members from RSA and RTS. And our goal was to make a quiz game that uses user interaction on multi-vector application, and to use also video content from integration layer. We came here with an idea, but we built everything from scratch. And since yesterday, we had over 300 commits together, and we were a team speaking 4 languages. It was very interesting and intense, and we hope that we can show our game now. It's a bit tough because it's broadcasted on TV over HPB TV, and it's on a test channel and sometimes a bit unstable, but we hope it will work. And the idea is to have a game that is published on TV, and you can scan a QR code and join the game, and then play together, and all this is controlled by a centralized server. Okay, so I come down so I can show. Okay, we have a game that is started, and it will generate a quiz out of a random pool of questions. And the idea is to first look at a short video that comes from an integration layer of SRG, and then to answer a question about it. And you have a real-time subscribe member listed below, and you will see the result also. So the video is playing now, is not related with the question following, because this is still test data, so it's completely random. But the idea would be to have a pool of video snippets that go together with the question. It was just to integrate the video content with the whole application. So you see always the people replying to the question. And if everybody has replied, the next step is coming, and we have 3 questions in all, and then we got to the result page. Okay, and we have a winner, and it's Salva. Congratulations. So all this was built from scratch in the last 30 hours. I'm standing here because my colleagues were working all night and I got at least some hours of sleep, and we have this prototype, but it shouldn't stay a prototype, and we have some future plans for this project, and Samantha is presenting this now.
Thanks. So what can we do with this on the basis of this? Well, we have an interactive documentary which is called Inside Risk, planned for broadcast on all the SRG channels this fall, hopefully. It's still a plan. So picture this. It's 1988. You're in Medellin, Colombia. A Swiss researcher has just been kidnapped, and tough negotiations have opened with the FARC to liberate her, to free her. Thanks. You are the negotiator. So this is what it would look like. Oh. There's no sound.
Estamos bastante cansados de tener a esta mujer aquí con nosotros. La vamos a matar.
So would you carry the briefcase yourself? Would you carry it $1 million over the Colombian border, risking prison? Those are the kind of questions that could be asked to you when you're watching the documentary broadcast on television, and you could answer the questions and play with other people watching the show on television. So support us. Thanks.
Nee, is goed. Ja, dat is audio. Dat is klein. Dat is dit nog liever dan maar van de woord. Praat.
Right, hello everyone. We're from a startup. We specialize on slide design and UX user experience, as you see. No, actually, we're on Celsius AI. We're an NLP startup. We're doing natural language processing, so we use AI, latest of AI, to analyze text, mainly text. So what we want to tackle was sort of to generate text out of context. And what we used was subtitles from Tagesschau and from SRF Meteo. So yeah, the idea is to generate fake facts and tell that, like let the algorithm tell that in a style of Tagesschau or Meteo. Yeah, we parsed from the API 900 episodes, subtitles from each. And well, we think that with just a tiny bit more work, maybe a couple of weeks of more training, it could be something useful and funny. Yeah, let's move on to the technology. Well, yeah, we use deep learning, as already said. This technology is in usage, for example, in Google Translate, and also, what else? Inbox, right? Gmail, where it generates text for you, all right? And so you give it a sequence of words, and then it completes this. For example, you tell, say, Donald Trump is, and then it will tell a story about Donald Trump in a style of Tagesschau, for example. And yeah, we started this last night. We also implemented this from scratch. We started processing the data yesterday, fired up the GPUs on AWS yesterday, and I was going to show you how it trained. Also, so the further down it goes, the better. That on the total left was last night, the start, and this morning you still can see that it goes down, but more slowly. we hope that after a little more weeks, more probably, it will be good. So yeah, let's show what we can do with what we have right now. As I said, user experience comes next, but yeah, let Morris.
Okay, yeah, sorry for the crappy presentation. We didn't manage to go on top of it. So what Pascal said, the model just takes an input and you give it some text, for example, Guten Abend meine, and then it generates some output. So let's see what happens here. Guten Abend meine, and then out comes Guten Abend meine Damen und Herren, hier ist die Tagesschau. So that already works. He got that, and he didn't just look this up. He generated every word after the other. So after every word, he predicts which might be the most probable outcome. Let's see another example. What does he say for Hillary Clinton ist? And he says, Hillary Clinton, ist das der Stand der Dinge im Moment? Hier geht's gleich weiter mit Meteo und der Bestatter. So you can see the content doesn't really make a lot of sense yet, but he already learned making more or less grammatically correct sentences. And at the beginning, he just output random words. Let's try a third example with Angela Merkel. So the beginning is Angela Merkel hat heute, and he says Angela Merkel hat heute wieder mal einen guten Abend und das ist das erste Mal. So having a rough time currently, Miss Merkel. And we did the same thing for the weather generator for Meteo, and let's see what he predicts. So if we give him as input sequence von Frankreich, well, what could come from Frankreich? Eine Kaltfront, what else? Es gibt aber auch trockene Luft. Have to note. Let's try another example. Maybe this one. In den Bergen gibt es viel Schnee. Then he goes on, blabbing. In den Bergen gibt es viel Schnee. Die Temperaturen sind morgen früh zwischen 0 und, that would be a number, that's a token he doesn't know. Grad, im Süden ist es sonnig, am Dienstag, bla bla bla. And he will go on and on. But it doesn't always work. It also, a lot of times it doesn't make a lot of sense. So another example of that, maybe he often gets caught up in loops and recurrences. So if we give him the input, es ist kalt hier, then he won't believe us. And he will say, es ist nicht mehr so kalt, es ist nicht mehr so kalt, es ist nicht mehr so kalt. So he's kind of schizophrenic sometimes. So that's what we have until now. We'll train it for 1 or 2 more days and see if it gets to also make a little longer texts, which still make kind of sense. And if that works, we'll maybe put up a small API where you can have fun with this and try it out. If you have any other interesting NLP projects, we're always looking for challenges. Thank you very much.
All right. We are also talking about some deep learning, but I cannot get rid of this thing. Ah, okay. Yeah, that may be a good.
Just fix that. Hope we can fix that.
I guess you just have to see this beautiful dialogue. All right. there are, as you saw in the presentation before, you saw that there are a lot of new possibilities with this artificial intelligence and deep learning stuff. And we wanted to try out what the algorithms could do now with our content we already have. And we asked ourselves how we could use actually an API from IBM as well. We took the stuff from Tagesschau.
The subtitles.
And actually the subtitles. And we fed it to the Alchemy Language API by IBM. The result was that they extract the entities or the subjects of the text of the subtitles, and they also do a sentiment analysis. And the result of that we put into a graph database, which looks a little bit like this. This is from the data from all the Tagesschau Hauptausgaben in 2017. And the result is actually a web UI, which I will show afterwards, which just shows a little bit how every topic or every entity, how much or how many times it's mentioned, and also if it's mentioned in a positive way, in a neutral way, or in a negative way. All right. Yeah, let's try that. No, wrong. All right. Okay, here you can see the result. You see that Donald Trump is mentioned 35 times. 14 out of this 35 times in a positive way, 13 times in a neutral way, and 8 times in a negative way, or in a negative context. It's also possible to filter, for example, if you want to know what the cities are, which cities are mentioned. And there you see Zurich is mentioned 12 times. And then Washington 11 times. But that's actually just the beginning. With this data graph database, you could easily also show like the most positive entity or the worst and positive entity.
Or we could even figure out that Donald Trump is US president by simply taking a look. President, Donald Trump often occurs together. But again, we didn't really have time to do that queries. The data are there, and probably we would need to import more data. But we should get out some really interesting data out of that, at least in theory. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
So, hi, my name is Roman Hotz. I'm presenting a small project called Stop or Flop. Basically, it's a trend indicator visualization. It consists of 2 experiments. One is a data processing experiment using the same API we heard before. It's the IBM Alchemy API. In combination with the SRF CMS API. The second experiment is a visualization of the result using a LED grid. More for that later. The data processing, what does it do? So the input for the Alchemy API is the 100 most recent articles from SRF. Alchemy API receives that input as a long text, and it extracts from that the most relevant persons using entity recognition technology, and it analyzes the sentiment, like the context in which these persons are presented, if the reporting is rather negative or rather positive. So what could be an example? Let's just say Roger Federer just won the Australian Open. The sample then would be the recent articles from SRF Sport, because there are quite a lot of articles about Roger after he has won the Australian Open. Alchemy API will say that Roger Federer is the most relevant person in that text sample. And it will also give the result that reporting the sentiment is positive. So now for the visualization part, some days ago I stumbled upon a YouTube video, and I thought it's kind of nice. What you see here is a building and having its wall used as a giant display. Here you can play Tetris on that building. What I would do now is display the top or flop application. Unfortunately, there was not enough time to construct a pixel display on the SRF tower here at Leutschenbach. So I brought a little replacement. I don't know if everybody will see it, but imagine this is the SRF tower. And maybe some short words about used technologies. It's a nodes application, and the communication with the grid controller is made with HTML5 Web MIDI. Okay, so let's start the demo. Okay, so of course there has to be an intro. So SRF Hackday 2017. There's a fancy loading animation, I guess, and then you will see the title of the project. Who is top or flop? Okay, so let's actually do something. Let's fetch some real-time data. So now I'm pressing this button. I have different text samples on different buttons. So it's using the landing page feed. So now we have the result here is Joel Rominger. I wanted to show the example from International, actually. We see here lots of articles get analyzed. Alchemy API has something to do. Okay, and we see that Donald Trump is the most relevant person in that landing page feed, and he is considered to be doing negative stuff. So that's about it. Of course, I could press on this stuff forever. So maybe let's have an example from sport. This is live data. So there could be a stupid result. Okay, what we've got, Roger Federer is still quite, there's still quite some reporting about Roger Federer, it seems. Yeah, that's it.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, my name is Dominic. Actually, I have to start the presentation first. I did this hack together with Dominic. He had the idea and I did the hacking. I'm a web developer. The hack is called EmojiNews. To give you an idea of what we wanted to do, is this. You probably get the message out of this. Obviously, it's about Roger Federer, who has won the Australian Open. Or to give another example, this one is about Donald Trump, who is banning people from certain countries, and Germany and other countries get concerned and about that. So basically what we want to do is transform like news headlines into emoji messages that are immediately understandable. So how are we going to do that? We took the teletext API as an input source to extract headlines. Then we did a little text analysis to extract certain keywords like nouns and verbs that we could use to trigger an emoji database. The good thing about emojis is that they do already have quite a few tags, each one of the emojis, so we could use those tags and titles to trigger the database. And additionally, I created a little interface where we can make collections of emojis and give them a certain meaning, like Donald Trump, to mention him as well, or Brexit, or Erdogan. I wanted to do one with Roger Federer as well, with a feather, actually, and a tennis racket, but there is no feather icon, so we couldn't do that. And let's give a short example of the output. How can I switch? So this is what we got. Okay. The other screen. Okay. Now I don't see it, but it works especially well with international news because we have a lot of flags that we can use. Here's an example where the USA is supporting South Korea militarily against North Korea, or it's a little bit tricky to navigate because I don't see it on my screen here. Yeah. I like this one here, where Angela Merkel is meeting Erdogan for discussions, and I'm not sure if they will end up hand in hand. Let's see. So what can we do with that? I need to switch back again. Do you see the presentation? So the idea is to open up a Twitter channel where you can get those emoji messages together with a bit.ly link where you can access the real message behind it if you are curious about it. So I couldn't do that already, but that's the plan. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Now back to Geneva. We have the most young most young people for the project Fireball from two boys here. They will present it.
Okay, alors. Bonjour, pardon. Hello everybody. My name is Emmanuel. My name is Clément. Et le reste, ce sera en français. Alors aujourd'hui, on a fait en fait une ville sur un jeu qui s'appelle Minecraft et mon collègue Clément va vous le montrer. Attention, c'est parti. Alors il faut juste patienter le temps que le système s'active et voilà. On voit la RTS, une des autres maisons, toujours la RTS. Et là, on va vous inviter à prendre un voyage. Voilà. Et on va visiter tout ce qu'on a fait. Enfin, pas tout, parce que ça aurait été trop long, mais une bonne partie de ce qu'on a fait. Alors, voilà, là, il y a des personnes. On voit aussi, si vous regardez bien sur la route, on voit des sortes un peu de télé, comme ça. Ah mince, ça a bugué. Bon, bref, pas grave. Avance. Voilà. On voit aussi des gens qui regardent un peu la télé, comme ça, qui regardent les news. Voilà. Puis ils sont toujours... Enfin, normalement, ils sont face aux écrans. Bon, celui-là, il n'a pas eu envie d'obéir, mais... Voilà. On les voit face aux écrans. Malheureusement, enfin je dis bien malheureusement, hein, le voyage est déjà terminé et les feux d'artifice sont là. Alors, c'est fini. Et merci d'avoir regardé. Et au revoir.
For you, Dominique.
Woo! Ah, now, do you hear me? Geneva as well?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I think there was a yes. All right. So, let's say it's an avalanche of idea that we already seen. So it's 31 projects during 24 hours here in Zurich and there in Geneva. And yeah, it's normal to say, well, that's possible if you give the guys some food, Wi-Fi, API, and let's say respect. And that's why I would like to say thank you very much, all of you. Perfect work. Thanks. Woo! If I see me there, it's a little bit like the Eurovision Song Contest. So it's this 12 points, and thank you for this good show. And so no, yeah. Now it's about the voting because we want some winners. That's normal as humans. We want some guys which are standing there and the heroes. So that's why we do the voting. And I would like to explain it again how we do it. So. I set up together with Simon Berg, which is from the Swisscom, and we say he really looks like a lawyer, so that's why he checked the votes. Simon, stand up to show your lawyerness. So, there he is. All right, so he will be the super checker. How we do it? So, there is the form. You give the email address of your email, of course, and then you choose the first place or the first number. You choose it by drop down. Let's say there, and then the second, and then the number 3 of it. And after that you're finished, you say senden. So send, and then it's done. And I will give you now the possibility to vote. So every participant could vote. But also the guys at YouTube, and I know that 50 people are watching now. So you can also do it. I think it's and the guys from Geneva as well. So there is the URL, and you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and because it's not that cool to wait 5 minutes, so that's why a little bit of music. The final countdown, of course, for this lovely band, Europe. For the people who would like to headbang, please do it. Because they do it. So, yeah. 5 minutes.
You could vote for yourself?
Yes? But only one time. Sprache oder Vokale nicht gerne, die den gewinnen.
Mit ihnen zusammen, mit der Sarah.
Mit allen, ja.
Aber genau, alle. Und dann cheeren wir ein bisschen, aber es gibt dann nicht mehr offizielle Vote, das macht der Schiri, gell?
Ja, ja.
Gut.
Kannst du schnell einen Schick schauen?
Wir haben viele ohne Mailadresse, die nehmen wir dann raus.
Ich würde sagen, ja.
EmojiNews liegt vor.
Aber ganz klar.
Wer ist das denn?
Showquiz.
LobbyLayer.
LobbyLayer ist auch geil. Ja, jetzt müssen wir einfach die ohne E-Mail-Adressen habe ich jetzt noch nicht rausgefiltert.
Ja.
Ja, das kann ich aber.
Machst du jetzt mit Bahn?
Ja, ich weiß auch nicht.
Ich kann jetzt gut auslegen.
Hä?
Das musst du auch nicht.
Ja, shall I?
Gilles sagt noch etwas.
Nein, ich sage noch etwas und sage noch etwas. The best song ever, or close to. And now, we try to count all the votes that we got. And during that, it's a kind of an honor for me now to give back to Geneva, to, back to the capo of tutti capi of the SRG SSR, the new boss, my biggest boss ever. It's Gilles Marchand.
Hello, hello everybody. Hello Dominique. Guten Tag in Zurich. Bonjour à tous. It's really great to see you all here today in Geneva and in Zurich. It's also great to see that due to those two kids here, we can believe that we are more or less ready to the future. Thank you very much. I would like also to stress the fact that it's also good to share, to be open-minded with everybody, not only into the company, but also with people that are working around the company. I would like to say, Dominique and all colleagues here, that it's not only issue of technology, all those things of innovation, but it's issue of content. And I think that as long we are, all of us around public service, and especially European public service, it's also a question of trust and confidence. And if you see what's happened now in the States with the new president, I think that we should develop and focus on innovation in Europe, because we need to be strong enough to develop our own technology. So thank you very much for doing this. I think it's very useful, very helpful, and I wish for all participants a very good and nice weekend. Thank you very much.
All right. So now it's time. No, I think Cyril, are you there? Please come and wave your hands, because it was so close to call that there you are. Okay, no, there is no sound. I can hear you because of the loop. So we need to work with signs. So all right. So this one, okay. We go from 3.
Actually, we have two places that are close on call. They are just even on points. So we have rank 2 and 3, and we just have to throw a coin who is 2 and who is 3.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Or what we can do is that's what? Oh yeah. Yeah, let's do it like this. Okay. Good idea. Okay.
So, number 4, which is now number 3, is RTS Le Jeu.
Voilà, c'est du Geneva. C'est pour toi. Come up, say some words, some thank to Mama.
Le 4e, il a dit. 4e, il a dit. Non. On fait 4, bon.
What a pity, they will realize during Twitter now. So.
Next one. Sound for Zurich.
So, yes, so go ahead. So where are they? Are they gone? Or are they at
They
the
are
bar,
here.
or?
Come on. It's 4 plays or 3 plays? 3. Okay. Give the cup.
So,
then second place, number 1, is Showquiz.
Bitte schön, Gratulation. Well done. Show us yours. Vielleicht noch etwas sagen? Want to say something?
Yes, it was great to be here. It was really a great event. I really liked it. So, thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And then we have second place, number 2. And they win the silver prize again as well, but we have a second one, so that's good. It's EmojiNews.
So, okay. So you need to, yes, we take this one and think it's silver. So yeah, hooray.
And ladies and gentlemen, the winner is TViter.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. You want to say something about Rotterdam?
The food is awesome. Thank you. If you need apps developed, NGTI, colors, we're good. Thanks. It was awesome.
Thanks, guys. Well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, now the boring stuff is coming. So, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. The guys in Geneva and all these wonderful people who worked with us to make this happen. Thanks a lot to the technicians. Thanks a lot to everyone. Yeah. And now let's go to the apero, I think. That's the normal place. Yeah. And take everything with you because they need to clean it up shortly. So take everything with you. Let's see at the beer. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks.